that possession occurred, right? And the swallowing the key to your heart is not an invalid metaphor, because you literally have to get an axe and cut her open to get it back, right? It's the level of anger and hatred that you have to get rid of this, expel this demon, this devil, right? Oh,
I see.
Yes, right. But you got to be angry enough at this invasion and this hijacking and this overwhelming of an innocent, independent young boy that you got to fight and push against this horrible invasion and occupation, right? And say, fuck you, I want my future back. I want to have that chance. I want to have that opportunity. I'm not going to let you define love and womanhood.
Well, and I guess I don't know how you do that.
Well, I can't say for sure. I can tell you what worked for me was just a series of murderous visualization exercises.
Are you
Everybody
serious?
has their weapon of choice. Yeah, everybody has their weapon of choice in this particular area. Mine was a baseball bat. This may not work for
Holy
everyone. I'm
crap.
just talking about what worked for me.
Wow.
But that is the level of aggression that we need to take our own, because you were aggressed against, right? This is the level of psychological aggression that we need to push back this invasion. At least that's what I did. It may be different for you.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, I know. And it was not something that I was particularly comfortable with, but when I was I wasn't comfortable with it at all, because me no likey the violence, right? Unless it's safely digitized with silly rocket launchers. But for me, what worked was when I was going through my insomnia, I remember this very, very vividly. I was in Morocco, and I was with my friend John, who you met at Christmas, and we were touring around Morocco. This is before I went to China. I spent like a whole month with no Western or Christianity-based cultures whatsoever. And I was in the back seat of a car, as we had a driver who was taking us around to show us the different sites. And I was in the back seat of the car, and I was not sleeping on this trip. I mean, the trip is, I don't know what the hell I was dreaming and what was real. It was all so vivid and wild. I've got photos which help differentiate it, but it was still pretty But I remember being in the back seat of the car and dozing, and wave after wave after wave after wave of just unbelievably violent images occurred to me, where I was literally smashing my mother's head open like a watermelon with a baseball bat, and I hated it. I hated it. It was so violent. And it kept recurring, and it kept recurring until I just said, fuck it, I'm just tired of fighting all this stuff, and I just embraced it. It's like, okay, give me 2 baseball bats. Have her come back to life. I'm going to knock her head off again. And it worked.
Wow.